But first up this afternoon, more evidence of the centre's role in releasing Warren Anderson, Union Carbide CEO. CNN has accessed secret CIA documents dated the 8th of December 1984.
And that's the day after Anderson left India and 5 days after the Bhopal gas tragedy. The document says Warren Anderson's quick release was ordered by the central government. With elections just 2 weeks away, New Delhi then felt that the Madhya Pradesh government was overly eager to score political points against Union Carbide. Politicians at the state and central level were trying to deflect blame to Union Carbide India Limited and get compensation from the parent company. The CIA then believed that public pressure will force the new government to move cautiously in developing foreign investment with multinationals, especially US companies. Well, this document once again focusing on the centre's role in the release of Warren Anderson. Remember, only yesterday, Digvijay Singh, a senior Congress leader and a former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, had told CNN that the Arjun Singh government at the state was not responsible. It was perhaps the Rajiv Gandhi-led government at the centre which acted under US pressure. The Congress party distancing itself from that and a bit of a controversy being sparked there. Suhasini Haider, our Deputy Foreign Affairs Editor, joins us now from the capital. Suhasini, once again, the centre's role being highlighted in the release of Warren Anderson.
Absolutely, Palki. Ever since that Bhopal verdict came out on Monday, the nation, in fact, has been grappling with that very troubling question of just who let one of the most wanted in one of the world's worst industrial disasters to go scot-free, to leave the country, even as charges were being framed in that case. Now, this CIA document that was declassified some years ago really seems to put one more piece of that jigsaw puzzle into place. According to this CIA communique that seems to have gone out from the Indian embassy, from the US embassy in New Delhi to CIA headquarters there in Washington, the document made public over that Freedom of Information Act in the US, it seems to say very clearly that the CIA assessment was that it was the central government that moved very quickly to arrange for the release of Warren Anderson, the CEO of Union Carbide at the time. Remember, Warren Anderson had been taken into custody, held under house arrest after the Bhopal gas tragedy on the night of the 3rd of December. Significantly, on the 7th of December, the decision was taken to actually allow him to fly out of the country. This communique, Palki, came on the 8th of December, a day later. That CIA assessment, very clearly, it was the central government, not the state government, that ordered what it called, quote, the quick release of Warren Anderson. So even the CIA, the US government, their assessment being that that release of Warren Anderson seemed to be in unseemly haste. What's significant also, that they are drawing a distinction between the central government's actions and the state government's actions. Remember, the central government under Rajiv Gandhi and the state government under Arjun Singh were both belonged to the Congress party at the time. Yet, this communique seems to suggest the assessment at the time that it was the state government that was still trying to prosecute Warren Anderson and other officials of Union Carbide, albeit it says for political points, for scoring political points, whereas it was the central government that wanted to move in quickly and release Warren Anderson. Other assessments coming out also that there would be little impact of the Bhopal gas tragedy on the elections per se that were being held a few weeks later, but that there would be a go slow, a sort of freeze on allowing foreign direct investment, US investment into India after that tragedy. Palki, so really one more piece of that puzzle fitting in. The CIA assessment, very clearly it was the central government that allowed Warren Anderson and in fact arranged for Warren Anderson to flee the country at the time. Interestingly, that CIA assessment seeming to tie in with what senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh said yesterday to CNN.
In fact, Suhasini, all of this really also kicking up a storm specifically after what Digvijay Singh said, but we really haven't had any official reactions as yet to all of this.
That's right, Fatma, so much of it is still coming out. Remember, this is a 26-year-old puzzle the nation has really grappled with, and despite the fact that so many people have asked for the trial of Warren Anderson, so many people have asked for the governments of the time to explain themselves, very little really has been done for the victims. We're looking at this document, perhaps on its own it does not prove the central government's final culpability, but it becomes one more piece added to the memories stories of others of just what allowed this man, as I said, one of the most wanted men in one of the world's worst industrial disasters, to go scot-free.
Absolutely. So, Hasani, we'll track the story definitely very, very closely. The Congress party firefighting at this point. Thanks very much for the moment. The focus back home is on Arjun Singh, the then Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. When will he break his silence?